Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the BullCast, the best podcast in the world. I'm your host, Nathan.
And I'm your host, Brandi.
And today is our Thanksgiving episode. Brandi.
Yes.
What is your favorite, Thanksgiving dish or, plate or meal?
So my favorite, I like the classics. I'm a very big mac and cheese girl, so I love mac and cheese.
I love mac and cheese, too. Mac and cheese is delicious.
Yes. What about you, Nathan, though?
Honestly, so for those who do not know, my mom, she actually is from Haiti. So my auntie on that side of the family, she throws they just throw like a huge feast. So there's macaroni and there's mashed potatoes. I'm pescatarian, so I can't really have the turkey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will eat that stuffing. But I digress. I got too excited. Thanksgiving is like my favorite holiday.
I can tell.
Yeah. I would say I would have to agree with you. I feel like macaroni is it's like a must. Like if y'all don't have macaroni at your Thanksgiving, something's going on. I want to pull up there personally and be like, hey, I'll make it myself. I digress. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, all right. So we have some fun, exciting segments for you today for today's episode, including a new cooking segment with Ronald and Aidan.
Yes, that's going to be exciting.
Yes.
So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Absolutely.
But right now, we're going to transition to our current events segment.
Yes. So we have some local and national news to present to you guys. Nathan, you want to go ahead and start us off?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So first off, if you're an astrology fan or you're looking for a romantic date night, this month, the Lenoid meteor shower will be visible in the night sky. Ooh.
Alrighty. And every November and December, Earth passes through this cosmic debris to give us a special light show. This year for us here in Florida, the best time to view the event is going to be between November 17th and 18th, between midnight and dawn.
That sounds
very interesting.
Intriguing, huh?
I know.
Are you going to go?
Realistically, probably not, because I do like my sleep, but maybe I'll have to stay up and just take and look and see what this is about.
Yeah, I mean, I might. You're right. Like I've been trying to go to sleep early, so I don't know. We might be missing that one.
That's okay though.
But in national news, we are now less than 1 year out of the 2024 presidential election. At this point, the top two candidates from each party are as follows. We have Joe Biden and Marine. Sorry if I butchered it. If you're watching it, I'm sorry I butchered it. Williamson for the Democrats, Donald Trump and Nikki Haley for the Republicans, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Cornel West running as independents.
Oh.
So, Brandi, who are you going to be voting for exactly?
I'm not really sure who I'm going to do just yet. I would have to do a lot more research before I can confidently say who I'm going to vote for. But while on that note, I want to encourage all of our fellow Bulls to make sure you register to vote so you can partake in this event and participate in our democracy.
100%. Yeah, I'm only 21, so this is like my second election I'm able to vote for. But I'm definitely leaning towards Cornel West. He's running as an independent. Seems like a cool dude, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah.
And then
yes, more locally though. I know that was a national topic, but more locally, Tampa City Council has held meetings in the wake of the tragic shooting that took place in Ybor about 2 weeks ago. They're considering adopting a nightlife model similar to Orlando. It's in talks of enforcing some type of curfew and stricter codes for the city, things of that nature. So.
Police say this will make the area safer, but opposition from residents and business owners have tabled the discussion for now. So we'll have to come back and take a look at that and see what happens. So
exactly. 100%.
Yeah. But before we go ahead and move on, Nathan, I have a question for you. I heard that student government went and visited City Hall for a day?
Yes. So last week, SG had our USF at City Hall Day, and I think this event has been going on for the last 3 years. Basically, well, this year was led by our Governor Abdul, and long story short, we got to tour City Hall. We met Mayor Welch and multiple workers, people who do marketing for the city, economic development, environmental policy. We even went to it's in the basement, and I know that's uncommon in Florida for places that have basements, but we were in the basement, and that's where they make all the paper, the newspaper, all y'all water bills, everything under the sun that comes from the city. We saw the HQ, the headquarters. It was amazing. And then our own Governor Abdul, he proposed a proclamation with the help of our regional chancellor, Christian Hardigree, to make that day actual like official like USF like student government city hall day. So an awesome event. I encourage all USF students to go out next year. But yeah, it's gonna be like an annual thing. So
that sounds incredible, and that's so awesome that you got to attend for that as well.
Yeah, it was a really breathtaking experience. You actually get to, because the mayor, he spoke to us briefly in the beginning, just about just envisioning, just trying to get us to a scoop of his own vision for the city within the next, you know what I'm saying? But a major thing he did talk about was how like our sea level is actually rising. So like that whole Madeira Beach, like St. Pete Beach area, that's going to be extremely different within the next like 30 to 40 years. And like that's not going to be his problem. That's what he was saying. So, but yeah, that's our future politicians. Like, we gotta come up with something. I'm not going underwater, so I'm not. I might have to go back to Chicago. I don't know, but.
Alrighty, well that about wraps up our current event segment. Before we move on to our next segment, our crew members, Ronald, Madelyn, and Kelsey, went ahead and took a look at the HAB Fall Festival a couple weeks ago. So we're going to take a look at that before we move on to our next segment.
Hey guys, it's Madelyn with BullCast again. I'm here with
Kira from HAB.
Yes, and we are at Halloween right now. So how did you guys come up with the idea to have this event today?
So actually our president Gracie was the one who came up with it, and she wanted to do stained glass crafts, and then she kind of just added on. So she wanted to do the hayride and then like different punches and caramel apples. So it kind of like slowly pieced together.
Yeah, what's awesome here, it looks great. We've been having a great time. What's your favorite activity that you guys have set up?
Definitely the hayride. Super cool. We got to go all around campus, and then we actually saw dolphins. So paid actors.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much. And we're gonna go enjoy the festival. All right, go Bulls.
Help yourself. We got some hot fudge, some caramel, peanuts, chocolate sprinkles, and rainbow sprinkles. Awesome. You can do both if you want. Is that a good choice? Yeah, so dip the chocolate first, and then the caramel, because if you do it the other way around, it won't stick.
Bear with me, like, he's like, mine's better. Just a little bit. Hi guys, it's Ronald here. I'm here at the Halloween with
Taylor.
Abdul. Nice to meet both of you. And so how do you guys like the event?
Having a blast right now, loving the apple cider and the caramel apples.
Awesome, awesome. Have you guys gone on the hayride yet at all?
We haven't, but we're going at 6 o'clock.
Awesome, awesome. I know, I saw that and it looks really fun. And honestly, like, what do you think about the event overall? Just like the event?
I heard about it last week and they told me that they're doing a Halloween. I feel like this is the right time to do it. It's fall festival, fall vibes, and it's a great event to interact with other students that you may not know of that are beyond your college. So I feel like that allows you to network with people, make new friends, and then hang out with them. Also, the hayride is a good opportunity to meet with other people.
Yeah, awesome. Anything you gotta say?
Weather is absolutely beautiful, so I'm definitely happy to be out here.
Awesome, awesome. Well, this is the Halloween with Ronald and Taylor and Abdul.
Go Bulls!
Go Bulls! Hey guys, it's Madelyn with BullCast, and I'm here with
Isabel and Brenda.
And we're at Halloween right now. So, what activities have you guys done so far?
We made some delicious little apples. Mine is covered with caramel and peanuts. It looks a little goofy.
And I got a chocolate apple and some glittery liquid.
Yum! It looks delicious. I also saw that there is some fall-themed painting going on and a hayride, so we'll have to check that out later. You guys gonna go on the hayride?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Nice.
Most definitely.
All right, well, thank you so much for chatting with me. And go Bulls!
Go Bulls! Go Bulls!
Hey everyone, welcome back to this edition of Bulls Roundup, and it's special because we are taking you guys on the road with us. But before I get into anything with football, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to host Jorden, who was able to give us a recap of the USF men's
guys, it's Madelyn with
Good afternoon. I'm Aidan of Aidan and Ronald, and I am here not with Ronald, but he will be joining us later. We're here at Publix. We're going to be making cranberry sauce later. We're going to get cranberries, orange juice. Yes, you need orange juice to make cranberry sauce. It's crazy. And sugar and all of the other miscellaneous ingredients we might need. And you will be seeing us making that later. So follow me. I'm going to be purchasing these items.
Welcome back to Cooking with Ronald and Aidan. I'm your host, Ronald.
And I'm Aidan, and we have all the ingredients here to make cranberry sauce. I have to wash these, so I will do that.
Also these.
What we gotta do now, according to my old family recipe that is on simplyrecipes.com, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut that water in half, do half a cup, and put orange juice in there. That's the key to make it taste real yummy. So I get some water, about yay big. I feel like that is okay. Whoa! I got that pulp.
Was that intentional?
Yeah, but I didn't think it was gonna be all.
Oh,
clumpy.
oh wow.
Dude. Oh, that's not even. That's not juice, man. That's.
So pulp is key, guys. Pulp is key.
I feel
Don't know if it's that much pulp that we need, but pulp is key apparently. We want a nice chunky sauce.
Yeah. So we gotta let that boil. Next, we need a cup of the sugar.
Pulpy.
And smell that?
Where'd you even buy that
Smell
hive
that? Come
pulp?
here. You smell that?
Where'd you even buy that hive pulp?
Publix,
juice?
dude.
Dude, I've never seen that hive pulp orange juice before. I've seen some pulp.
Okay.
You want some help?
Okay.
Okay, well, do you want some help? Maybe I hold it?
Yeah, this is a teamwork. But what I like about Thanksgiving is everyone coming together and sharing happy memories and not argue like my family.
In the meantime, this is a great time to be just catching up with family members while you're cooking your cranberry sauce. So, how's it going, Uncle Aidan?
It's going good, cousin Ronald.
Wait, I just called you Uncle.
Check this to make sure I Got it right. Yeah, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? We're giving you guys this recipe, so tweak it however you want. It's your guys' cranberry
This
sauce.
one's mine. This is an ancient Connell family recipe that goes back about 2 years.
For my US of A friends and, you know, Canadians that may be behind the camera, Thanksgiving is a time to be coming together because in ancient times, like, I want to say, the American history class is really gonna be failing. Like 200, 300 years ago.
I totally just broke this.
Oh crap. Anyways,
sorry.
200 to 300 years ago.
Just making sure that this is all right.
Pilgrims
on fire
and Native Americans came together and shared their resources and had a Thanksgiving feast. And that's why we come together every November
24th.
November 24th, where we celebrate Thanksgiving and have a big feast with all of our families. We come together and we make stuff like cranberry sauce.
Speaking of
which is honestly a really good side. Stuffing is gross.
Stuffing is good.
Stuffing is gross.
But I think it's time to put the cranberries in.
Okay, awesome.
Yippee!
Are we sure we don't need more liquid? There's
No,
stem in there.
That's all right. They'll pop and they'll boil and they'll deconstruct. Yeah.
It's a nice color.
Yeah.
It's like sorbet or sherbet. Are really yummy. I actually really like cranberry sauce. Like literally sometimes when I get it at Thanksgiving dinner, I'll literally just scoop a little bit of it and just like eat it straight up.
That's probably good. It's kind of just an eyeball estimate. It's not an exact science, you know, it comes from the heart. Look at that. That's sauce. That's sauce if I've ever seen it. Look at, you can see a blackberry right there.
I got little tasting spoons too.
It's gonna burn your mouth, man.
Nah, we're gonna blow on it. Tasting spoons, tasting time. Make sure you taste it. Salt to taste, cinnamon to taste, whatever to taste.
Cinnamon to taste. I'm not eating that right now. Dude, it's
viscous. Look at that.
Careful. It's gonna be hot even after you blow on it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good sauce. Good sauce. And this has been Cooking with Aidan and Ronald.
jump cut to when this is going to be nice and cooled down. Did you stop?
I almost did.
Cranberry sauce. We have waited a full day, and it looks scrumdiddly-umptious. We're here with BullCast, and we're gonna try Aidan's cranberry sauce.
Woohoo!
Hey everyone, welcome back to this edition of Bulls Roundup, and it's special because we are taking you guys on the road with us. But before I get into anything with football, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to host Jordan, who was able to give us a recap of the USF men's basketball home opener on Thursday.
Welcome back to Bulls Roundup. I'm your host Jordan at the Yingling Center after the men's basketball team and Coach Amir finished their first game of the season against South Carolina State University, 96-52. Chris Youngblood leading the team with 19 points. Jaden Reed finishing with 11 points and 10 assists. The defense stood out, holding South Carolina State to 0% from the three-point line and forcing 21 turnovers. The Bulls and the Southfield Rodeo will be at the Yingling Center next Wednesday at 7 o'clock versus Central Michigan. We hope to see you guys there.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are here at Raymond James Stadium for the second to last home game of the USF Football 2023 season. And with today being November 11th, it is Veterans Day. And here at USF Football, we are celebrating with the Salute to Service game. The Bulls are returning home with a 4-5 record after losing 59-50 last week at Memphis. Although the Bulls took a loss last week, they're only 2 games away from a bowl game, which will be the first time since 2018 that the Bulls have been in one. Make sure to continue watching and stay for a game recap by Vanessa and take a look at all the games that are happening here in the Tampa Bay area.
Hey Bulls fans, welcome back to Bulls Roundup. I'm your host Vanessa.
And I'm your host Jordan.
And this has been a special coverage of College Game Day, USF football, bringing in the win against the Temple Owls 27-23.
And with that win, they're 1 game away from bowl eligibility for the first time since 2018.
The USF Bulls brought in a win today, but Golish started the press conference calling it an ugly win. The defense turned around their game compared to the last games in the last few weeks.
And this week, Tramel Logan with the pick 6 and Amaris Brown with 2 interceptions this week. A real game changer this time for the Bulls.
Would you not say that this is what Golish refers to as complimentary football today?
Definitely.
Offense slipped a little bit.
Yep, but the defense brought that juice this week, so I'm really glad they turned it around.
I'm really proud of the defense compared to the last few weeks of performance-wise, but Golish calls it the process.
Yeah, gotta believe in the process.
Gotta believe in the process. Not only that, some of our Bulls set some records today. Wide receiver walk-on Sean Adkins set a new USF record for the most receptions in a single season with 69 receptions. And Byron Brown now has had 4 games with over 300 passing yards, which is the current USF record.
And overall, we had a fantastic performance for the Bulls. There's only 1 game left in the season, which takes place November 25th, where the Bulls will play Charlotte here at Ray J.
For now, let's talk about what games you can attend in the Tampa Bay area in the next 2 weeks. Starting off with women's basketball, they're going to be playing Grambling State at 7 p.m. at home on Monday. And I know I'll be there. Will you be there?
Oh, I will definitely be there.
Where else will we be?
We'll also be at the basketball game for the men's on the 15th against Central Michigan at 7 p.m. at the Yingling Center.
Woo! And I know on Friday there's another big game. USF football will be playing nationally on national television Friday night at 9 p.m. It's a game you don't want to miss, especially with one bowl game away.
Definitely don't want to miss that. And back to the women's basketball, they will be playing North Florida at the Yingling Center on the 19th at 2 p.m.
And then we're going back to men's basketball, of course, playing Northern Iowa on the 19th. Time to be set.
Right? And in other sports, women's volleyball will be playing Rice at 12:30 at the Yingling Center on the 22nd.
I heard they're doing amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I'm really proud of what they've been doing this whole season.
Really proud of them. Hopefully they close it out with a really big W.
Absolutely.
And then after that, we have men's basketball again on the 22nd at Maine at 7 o'clock p.m.
And to end the football season, the Bulls will be playing Charlotte here at Ray J on the 25th.
You don't want to miss basketball season. We hope to see you in the SoFlo Rodeo as well.
Right. They're really energetic, so I'm really hope to see you guys out there.
Yeah, they're definitely, the whole stands are like filled with lime green. I think we need to get a lime green shirt ourselves.
Absolutely.
Put us in the SoFlo Rodeo. Come on. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are also back on schedule, playing the Edmonton Oilers at 4 p.m. Don't forget to get that student rush. Tickets are starting at $18.
And then 2 days later, they'll be playing the Boston Bruins here in Tampa at 7 p.m.
And then on the 22nd, we're playing the Winnipeg Jets at 7 p.m. And then next we have the Buccaneers, which we can't forget. Tomorrow we'll be covering the game. Unfortunately, we won't have coverage just yet. They're playing the Titans. And then they will return on December 3rd. That about wraps it up for our episode of Bulls Roundup. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Vanessa.
And I'm your host, Jordan.
And go Bulls!
Go Bulls!
Hey Bulls, welcome back to BullCast for this week's Arts and Culture segment. I'm your host, Aidan.
And I'm your host, Ronald.
And let's get into it, because we got a few things to talk about here. So let's start off with something a little calm, okay? Calm, chill.
Calm.
We got the Suncoast Jazz Festival. That's going to be at Sankey in Clearwater, Florida. That's going to be on Friday, November 17th, from 11 a.m. to midnight. And so that's 13 hours of calm jazz, calm, smooth jazz.
Yeah, that's a long time of jazz. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
that might put me to sleep. But
I like jazz, so.
It's yeah, you do? You like jazz?
I do like jazz.
Awesome.
But let me ask you something, Aidan. Do you like jazz?
Yeah.
Well,
it's nice. It's relaxing.
we have even more jazz coming to Florida. The Soul by the Bay Music Festival R&B and Jazz concert is coming to Tabellas at Delaney Creek on November 25th at 3 p.m. And it's probably a long time of jazz too, a good amount. So
I mean, I gotta have jazz like sink in. You know, gotta really think about it. So you gotta do it over a long period of time. You know, there's a prize for jazz musicians. I forget what it's called, but Kendrick Lamar is like the only non-jazz artist to like win one of those.
I did not know that.
I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's just more like awards, more like just accolades. Like that's honestly
he
really
sneaks
cool.
it in there. You know, he's what's the word? He's clever. He's clever like that. But yeah, more concerts we have coming up. We have Phoenix playing at Janice Live Wednesday, November 15th. Love Phoenix. 1901's a classic. Gotta listen. It's good.
I haven't heard it before, but
I'm sure you probably have. It's like once you hear it, you know it.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those songs, right? Yeah. Okay. But we also have Bush coming to Ruth Eckerd Hall on Wednesday, November 15th. That's in Clearwater. It's kind of weird because Ruth Eckerd Hall is like, that's where like opera singers go. That's where like orchestras go to play.
I mean, it has seats at least, you know?
Yeah,
you don't have to stand up for the concert.
Yeah,
so.
no, I was at a concert yesterday and like I was only there for maybe 2.5 hours. And I mean, granted, I wore the worst shoes possible. Like I had Vans, like the soles were completely like busted. And my feet were killing me. And I mean, I was jumping around and stuff, so I mean, I had it coming. But seats are nice.
Yeah, they are.
Seats are nice to sit in. But we also have Hollywood Undead. They're playing at the Seminole Hard Rock Tampa Event Center. That's also on Wednesday, November 15th. A lot of Wednesday dates we got. But of course, we can't forget about Doja Cat coming to Amalie Arena on Friday, November 24th.
I love Doja Cat.
Doja Cat, like
one of the best musicians out there. Planet Her, best album in my opinion. Yeah. The cover art looks amazing. The songs are amazing. So
I like Agora Hills.
And I wish I had one of the vinyls. I wish I did.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. But there are other albums, speaking about them, that are coming out this month. We have a album coming out with 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne, a collab between them two.
Yeah. Lil Wayne can't play the guitar for jack squat, but that's okay.
He's been on some rock songs,
Yeah,
and you know he's tried. He's tried, and I like some of those rock songs. So
Yeah, it's okay.
and we also have Danny Brown and Evanescence coming out with some albums on Friday the 17th.
Yeah, there's a lot of albums coming out on the 17th. We also have Sabrina Carpenter and Steve Aoki.
I love Steve Aoki. Like when he throws the cake into the crowd, and
people have like the signs like "Cake me."
Cake me.
Yeah.
I would don't cake me, but cake me, guys.
Don't cake me, but cake me. Like, I just like him just like hurling that, and it just, it gets him. And then, it's a good time.
It's a good time.
But we also have Busta Rhymes releasing an album, not that Friday, but the following Friday on November 24th. Didn't know he was still going, but you gotta respect it, gotta hustle, gotta respect the grind.
Exactly. I mean, just keep on making music. He's sleeping. He was preparing this good album, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes you gotta know when to stop too, though. You gotta know when enough's enough. But
well, they don't know how to stop for movies.
Yeah?
So we got a ton coming out this month, actually. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes is a prequel that's coming out to the rest of the series. It goes into the history of the Hunger Games a little bit, or the backstory of it, and it's supposed to go on about President Snow, some information on that.
Yeah, you're speaking another language. Confession, I didn't really watch the Hunger Games. I've seen a little bit of the first movie. That's about it.
I've seen probably 3 movies, but could not tell you what they're about. So hungry.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too.
Yeah. We also have Thanksgiving coming up.
Funny.
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving.
Not the holiday. Not the holiday. Yeah, sorry. Sorry to burst your bubble like that. It's actually a movie, horror movie, where a mass killer dressed up as a pilgrim, sorry, not penguin, pilgrim, goes around killing friends and family, and it seems very gory. Honestly, not very Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving of them.
Not wholesome, not...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not super stoked about it. I would be lying if I said I didn't want to see it, because I'm curious as to how they're going to execute that, because it's an interesting concept of Thanksgiving being scary.
Yeah,
it's
a like, holiday to come together and...
The turkey? I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. But we have another black comedy psychological thriller, which might be more my speed. I like thrillers. I'm a big fan of, like, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah. Yeah. Fargo. I love those types of movies. It's called Saltburn. It's releasing Friday, November 17th. It was co-produced by Margot Robbie.
Oh.
Didn't know she did that. I thought she was just kind of like more of an actress. I didn't know that she was
She's just a very talented woman.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it features a boy, Oliver Quick, drawn to this aristocrat, Felix Catton, and let's just say that they have quite the eventful summer, whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means.
You gotta find out for yourself. But yeah, it's sure to be interesting.
Yeah, it does sound interesting. But let's move on from the thrillers. Maybe some more like lighter side stuff. We have Disney is coming out with Wish on November 22nd. It is a movie that features a young reader that enters the world of books. Not much going off that. I've seen the trailers. It's got like a little lamb in it or something.
I mean, that could be cool. They released the new Inside Out 2 emotion.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Anxiety.
And then we also have Napoleon. It's a recap of his life made into a movie form. Also coming out on November 22nd.
Yeah, for all you history people. Not really such as myself. I don't know much about history.
I mean, I love the Roman Empire, but
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, let's get away from these movies, okay? Let's do some hands-on video game type stuff. We got Persona 5 Tactica. It's like a spin-off of the Persona series, RPG type game that's releasing on Thursday, November 16th. Weird day.
Yeah.
But that's coming out. Check it out for some RPG fun. What else we got?
We also have, on November 17th, we have Boruto X Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. You'll be able to go back and fight some of the epic fights, relive some of the moments that made Naruto and Boruto iconic.
Yeah, that's cool. I know that Boruto is quite filler heavy, from what I've heard.
Don't let Nathan hear you say that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nathan. I'm sorry. But we also have Super Mario RPG Remake. That's coming out on Friday, November 17th. I'm excited for that. You know me, dude. I'm Mario fanboy all the way. I don't care. Who knows? That's me. That game first came out in 1996. That's like 7 years ago or something. That's crazy.
Quick math, yeah.
Crazy.
That is a long time.
I don't know.
So,
but yeah, that came out on the Super Nintendo.
Oh.
That like a long time ago. So they're finally remaking it RPG. I'm excited. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. And then lastly, we have Welcome to Rockville coming to Daytona, Florida.
Yeah, that's going to be in 2024, I think May. But they released the lineup for that. So there's Foo Fighters, Sum 41, Limp Bizkit, Primus, Queens of the Stone Age. It's going to be a good time. A lot more bands going to that too. But yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It does sound like a really good time. That's for sure.
Festivals aren't. I don't know. I haven't been to one, but I don't ever see myself going to one. I mean, I just talked about me going to that concert. Like I'm there to be there for like 2 hours, see what I want to see, and dip.
Oh.
I don't want to camp out.
That's the same for me.
Like,
so.
yeah, I got a schedule. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for this arts and culture segment. Next up, we got BullCast saying what we're thankful for, and yeah. I've been your host, Aidan.
And I've been your host, Ronald. Go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
I'm thankful for the amazing team that we have and just all the creativity that we get to express, just everyone coming together.
I'm thankful for the whole BullCast family and Chris. I love Chris, and we have great equipment, and yeah, I'm just blessed to be a part of this.
In BullCast, I'm thankful for all the friends that I have made.
When it comes to BullCast, I'm thankful for BullCast helping me figure out like what I want to do with my career, the opportunity to cover things in my career for experience after college, and I'm very, very thankful for the people that I've met in BullCast because I feel like I've met my people and people that understand me and want to do the same things as me, and I have some of the best friends out of it.
I'm thankful for the skits and the creative freedom that we have in order to express ourselves. It makes it a lot of fun working on this project together.
In BullCast, I am thankful for the friendships that I've made. I've met some of my best friends here, and I love everybody on the team, as well as the experience that I've gained from working on the show. I've learned a lot, and so yeah, I'm really thankful for the friends and the experience.
I'm thankful for the friends that I've met here and sharing experiences with them in and outside of school.
I am grateful for the BullCast because I have the opportunity to work in a live studio production and to expand my resume.
I'm grateful for BullCast because it helped me realize my true goals in life after graduation. I'll be film production, so I'm really happy about that. But I'm also very happy about the people I met and also helped me kind of shape me for who I am as well this semester. And so I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this episode of BullCast this week.
Yes, before we head out for the day, we want to share a couple of events that are happening with you guys. So
Yeah. So coming up, the Office of Academic Advising and Student Services is hosting a tabling event called Smash Your Semester on November 14th.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then the Garden Club is also hosting an event on November 14th. Drop by the USC to paint a flower pot. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, do you like painting?
I do like painting, actually, so I might have to drop by to that event.
That sounds pretty fun to me.
Yeah.
The Center for Career and Professional Development, they are hosting a Create Your Own Clamming Jar on November 29th.
I think you mean calming jar.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what's a clamming jar? Create Your Own Calming Jar on November 29th.
That sounds pretty interesting. I might have to go to that too.
Yeah. So out of the Office of Academic Advising, the Gardening Club, and the Center of Career and Personal Development, which three do you think you're gonna?
I think the most intriguing to me was the Gardening Club. I kind of like the idea of painting your own pot, and maybe that'll give me, time to get a plant or something.
That's fair.
That sounds fun.
I don't know. This calming jar, that sounds pretty calming to me. I feel like with these events, they're probably going to be, I'm a type of like, don't know about events until like the day of where I see them tabling. I'm like, oh, okay. So I feel like that's going to happen with me. Like, I feel like I'm just going to be walking one day and be like, oh, these events are happening. But don't be like me, guys. Actually know what's happening and like know what events you want to go to.
Yeah. So that about wraps it up for this episode. Make sure to go ahead and follow us on all of our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just look up BullCast_USFSP. And yeah, we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and have a great break before you return back for your exams. We will return back here for our final episode on November, I believe it's November 27th. I'll have to double check on that one, but make sure to tune in for that one for our seniors and all of that good stuff. And then, yeah, so I'm your host, Brandi.
And I'm your host, Nathan.
And as always, go Bulls.